It's February 16th, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have fires that move faster than escape, a leader whose legend was crafted as carefully as any weapon, and a material that would outlive the hands that shaped it. Let's begin. On February 16th, 1983, the skies over southern Australia turned black at noon. For 10 months, the land had been drying and cracking under relentless droughts. Rivers thinned, grass became tinder, and midday temperatures climbed past 40 degrees Celsius. The winds roared at more than 100 kilometers per hour, and then the fires came. More than 180 bushfires ignited across Victoria and South Australia, merging into something far worse than just a flame. It was a firestorm. Entire towns were swallowed in hours. Witnesses described walls of fire taller than buildings, and winds so violent they lifted burning debris into the air like shrapnel. When a brutal southwest wind changed, the flames turned without warning, trapping families who thought the danger had passed. 75 people died, 17 firefighters never came home, and more than 3,700 buildings were destroyed. Over 500,000 hectares were reduced to ash, and hundreds of thousands of livestock perished. Some fires were sparked by fallen power lines, others suspected arson, and some simply by human carelessness in impossible conditions. In just 12 hours, Ash Wednesday became one of Australia's darkest days, and the wind itself seemed to be on fire. On February 16, 1942, or at least that's what North Korea would tell us, a child was born on the frozen slopes of Mount Pakchu. According to the state legend, the mountain trembled with a destiny. A new star appeared in the sky, double rainbows arched over the snow, and winter itself gave way to spring. That child would become King Jong-il, future ruler of North Korea. The official story says he was born in a secret guerrilla camp on top of the sacred Mount Pakchu, birthplace of a revolution, son of anti-Japanese hero Kim Il-sung. But beyond the borders, another version exists. Soviet military records tell of a colder, quieter story. They list a different year, 1941, and a different birthplace, a remote Serbian village near Chabarovsk. At the time, his father was serving as a captain in the Soviet Army's 88th Special Independent Brigade. He reportedly registered under the Russian name Yuri Kim. No sacred mountains, no celestial signs, just snow, barracks, and war. 2 birthplaces, 2 dates, 2 identities, one wrapped in mythology. Even today, February 16th is celebrated inside North Korea as the Day of the Shining Star, but whether that star ever appeared depends on which version of history you believe. On February 16, 1937, a patent was quietly approved that would change the fabric of the modern world. Patent was granted to DuPont for something described in cold technical language as monocomponent artificial filaments of synthetic polymers. But the lab had a different name, Nylon. 2 years earlier, on February 28, 1935, chemist Wallace Carruthers had pulled the first thread from the beaker inside the DuPont laboratory. A fiber spun from chemicals, not silk, not cotton, not anything nature had made before. Stronger than silk, resistant to decay, and entirely synthetic. It was a scientific triumph, but Carruthers was unraveling. He was brilliant, but deeply troubled. He struggled with severe depression, and months after the patent was granted, he died by suicide. He never witnessed the explosion of the demand his invention would create. In 1938, nylon replaced hog hair in toothbrushes, and in 1939, nylon stockings would debut in the New York World's Fair, causing almost near hysteria. By 1940, they were sold out across America. And as the world embraced the miracle thread, the creator was already gone, leaving behind a fabric that would outlive the man who created it. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next eerie dose is just a day away.